Hey everyone! Today we're diving into the fascinating world of ethical decision making. You know those tough choices we all face in life? Well, it turns out our culture and the environment we live in play a huge role in how we make those decisions. We've got a team of five awesome people here, namely Rachel Arcola, Erica Bayona, Zaibel Calyao, Miles Saville, and Kyle Papelera. We are all excited to explore this topic with you. Our main goal is to understand how culture, environment, and ethical behaviors are all connected. We will look how these factors influence our thinking about what's right and wrong and how they shape our decision-making process. We'll break it down into three key sections. First, culture influence. We will explore our cultural values, beliefs, and norms shape our ethical choices. Second, community and environment. We will see how our surroundings, like the social settings, physical environment, and community values, impact our ethical thinking. Third, real life example. We will share some real life story to show how these culture and environmental factors play out in different situations. So, get ready to learn how culture and environment are deeply connected to our ethical decision making. We're going to have a great time exploring this together.
So, first, let's discuss the influence of culture on ethical behavior. Culture plays a pivotal role in shaping an individual's ethical compass and thus the morality and ethical decision making. It provides a framework of values, norms, and beliefs that guide human behavior and interactions within a particular society. The intricate relationship between culture and ethics is a subject of considerable debate and study as it significantly impacts how people perceive right and wrong and make ethical choices. So, next, let's discuss what is cultural relativism. One of the key ways in which culture influences morality is through the concept of cultural relativism. Cultural relativism posits that ethical standards are culturally specific, meaning that what is considered morally acceptable in one culture may not be in other.
Norms and values. Cultural norms and values are the building blocks of morality within a society. These norms dictate how individuals should behave, what is considered appropriate or inappropriate, and what actions are deemed ethical or unethical. These norms and values are instilled in individuals from an early age through socialization processes within their respective cultures. For example, in a collectivist culture, one's ethical decisions may be influenced by the emphasis on communal well-being, while in an individualistic culture, personal autonomy and self-interest may hold greater sway. Religious and philosophical values. Religious and philosophical beliefs are integral components of culture and significantly impact morality and ethical decision-making. Different cultures have distinct religious and philosophical systems that prescribe moral codes and ethical principles. These systems guide individuals on how to lead virtuous lives, make ethical decisions, and treat others. For example, the Ten Commandments in Christianity or the Five Pillars of Islam provide clear ethical guidelines for adherents, influencing their moral choices. Social institutions. Culture permeates through various social institutions, including family, education, and legal systems, which further shape morality and ethical decision making. These institutions reinforce cultural norms and values, helping to mold an individual's sense of right and wrong.
In-group versus out-group dynamics. Cultural influence on morality are not limited to individual values and behaviors but extend to group dynamics as well. In-group versus out-group dynamics, often influenced by cultural affiliation, can impact ethical decision-making. People may prioritize the well-being and interests of those from their own culture or in-group over those from other culture or out-groups. This ethnocentrism can lead to ethical dilemmas such as discrimination or bias in intercultural interactions. So let's summarize. Culture exerts a profound influence on an individual's morality and ethical decision making. It does so through the lens of cultural relativism, the establishment of norms and values, religious and philosophical beliefs, social institution, and in group versus out group dynamics. Understanding the role of culture is shaping ethics is crucial, as it helps to explain why moral values and ethical decisions can vary widely from one culture to another. Acknowledging this cultural influence is essential for promoting cross-cultural understanding and ethical decision-making in an increasingly interconnected world. While culture is a powerful force in shaping our morality, it is also important to recognize that individuals possess the capacity to reflect on and adopt their ethical beliefs in response to changing circumstances and influence to other culture.
Now let's discuss the communal environmental factors and ethical decision making. Ethical decision making is influenced by a variety of communal and environmental factors that shape individuals' values, beliefs, and behaviors. Understanding these factors is essential for comprehending how ethical decisions are made in different contexts. Here are some key communal and environmental factors that can impact ethical decision making. There are 5 communal factors. The first one is cultural norms and values. Different communities have distinct cultural norms that dictate what is considered acceptable or unacceptable behavior. These norms can heavily influence individual ethical perspectives and decision-making processes. Second, socialization. From a young age, individuals are socialized into their communities through family, education, and peer groups. The values and ethical standards instilled during this process can shape their decision making later in life. Third is religious beliefs. For many, religious teaching provide a moral framework that guides ethical decision making. Different religions have varying doctrines that can influence how adherents approach ethical dilemmas. Fourth, community expectations. The expectations of one's community can pressure individuals to conform to certain ethical standards, even if those standards can conflict with personal beliefs. Lastly, the group dynamics. The influence of groupthink, peer pressure, and collective decision making can lead individuals to make ethical choices that align with the group rather than their personal values.
Legal framework. Laws and regulation provide a formal structure for ethical behavior. Understanding legal implication can guide individuals in making ethical decisions, as legal standard often reflect societal values. Economic condition. Economic factors such as poverty or wealth distribution can impact ethical decision making. For example, individuals in economically disadvantaged situations may face ethical dilemmas that those in more affluent circumstances do not. Third, organizational culture. In workplace setting, the culture of an organization can significantly influence ethical behaviors. Organizations that prioritize ethics and integrity are likely to foster ethical decision making among employees. Fourth, access to information. The availability and quality of information can impact ethical decision making. Individuals who have access to comprehensive, accurate information are better equipped to make informed ethical choices. Fifth, technological influence. The rise of technology and social media has transformed how ethical issues are perceived and addressed. Issues like privacy and data security and the ethical implication of AI are increasingly relevant to decision making. Six, environmental sustainability. Growing awareness of environmental issues can shape ethical decision making, particularly regarding corporate social responsibility and sustainable practices. Individuals and organizations may prioritize ethical consideration that promote environmental stewardship. Ethical decision making is a complex interplay of communal and environmental factors. Recognizing these influences can help individuals and organizations navigate ethical dilemmas more effectively. By fostering an environment that encourages ethical behaviors and values diverse perspectives, communities can promote better ethical decision making and contribute to a major society.
So let's move on to the case studies on context specific ethical issues. The first one is the Tuskegee syphilis study from 1932 to 1972. Second one is the Volkswagen emission scandal from 2015. Third one is Facebook and data privacy issues from 2016. Fourth one is the Stanford prison experiment from 1971. The fifth one is the case of Dr. Micah Swango from 1990s. And the last one is The Ethical Dilemma of Whistleblowing by Edward Snowden from 2013. So to end this, these case studies illustrate that ethical decision making is often context specific and influenced by a variety of factors, including cultural norms, institutional policies, and individual values. They serve as important reminders of the complexities involved in navigating ethical dilemmas across different fields and the need for ongoing discussions about ethical standards and practices.
Thank you